Moana heads back to Motunui in Moana 2, marking her first appearance since 2016, and there is no doubt that the follow-up, which is scheduled for release on November 27th, 2024, will be just as amazing as the first one. And there's a lot to learn before we embark on this journey. The 2016 animated adventure Moana was hailed as one of Disney's greatest works in recent years. It's easy to see why the movie was nominated for 2 Academy Awards given its amazing animation, endearing characters, and catchy tunes. With Moana's seamless transition into the world of the beloved Disney princesses, audiences all over the world fell in love with the Polynesian-inspired world of Moana. After earning close to $700 million at the box office, plans for growth within the Moana universe quickly got underway. Disney revealed in 2020 that a new television show based on Moana was in the works, but there hasn't been much news about the project ever since. Though the original Moana movie is not even a decade old, Dwayne Johnson and Disney shocked everyone in 2023 by revealing that a live-action remake was in the works. Some fans undoubtedly would have preferred a continuation of the original film over a remake, but a live-action adaptation of the stunning oceanic world of Moana sounds fantastic. Fortunately, their wish has been granted, as though they were wishing on a star. Disney Chief Executive Officer Bob Iger announced earlier in February 2024 that the previously announced Moana series would be adapted into a feature film as Moana 2. Disney typically takes a few years to develop new animated films before announcing them, but as Moana 2 was revealed, we found out that we will be seeing Moana and her friends and family again sooner than you might imagine. As previously stated, you won't have to wait long for the eagerly awaited sequel, with an official release date of Wednesday, November 27th, just before American Thanksgiving. Moana 2 is currently scheduled to be released worldwide by the end of 2024.
Boat snack upgrade! Bacon and eggs?
If you're equally thrilled about the sequel as I am, the first teaser trailer for Moana 2 has been released, giving fans their first glimpse into the universe of Moana and her loved ones as they travel throughout the sea. And look, Maui is also seen at the end. The trailer only depicts a stunning island against a stunning sunset. As lovely music plays in the background, the well-known character of Moana steps into the sandy beach of the island and blows into a conch shell. The title card, the November release date, and an enthusiastic shout that almost certainly comes from Moana demigod companion Maui marks the end of the teaser. On May 29, 2024, Walt Disney Animation unveiled a second trailer for Moana 2, which gives us a better idea of what to expect from the new film, even though it still very much feels like a teaser. Moana seems to be right where we left her, still exploring the oceans of the world. The return of the coconut Kakamora pirates and the eagerly anticipated reunion of Moana and Maui are just two of the many noteworthy moments in the most recent teaser. If you look closely, you may see what looks to be a younger Maui, which could mean we'll see what his life was like before he became a demigod. Nevertheless, despite the excitement, it's still unclear why the creators chose to alter Moana's appearance. In stark contrast to her trademark orange attire from earlier, Moana is seen in the trailer wearing a dark red outfit. Her hair also seems different now. It's much darker and fuller now, which makes the difference in her appearance quite noticeable. Moana's appearance has changed, and the straightforward explanation for that is that she aged. And since there aren't many characters in the animated universe that age in sequels, that ought to be a compelling argument to get even more excited. We're also thrilled about the newest member of Moana's family, a younger sibling. Moana is shown holding her younger sister in a revealed picture. The ocean corner behind them, most likely on Motunui, is visible from the two of them as they stand in the sand. In the second picture, the two of them are sitting on a boat close to the water once more. Her sister tilts her head back and looks up at her older sister, who looks down at her as well. In the original movie, Moana's mother was not explicitly mentioned to be having or expecting a baby. Because of this, it is still a little unexpected when a character who seems to be Moana's sibling showed up in one of the trailers for Moana 2, and it looks like her sister is about 3 years old. This is apparently the same amount of time that has gone by in the Motunui world between the last movie and the first one. Accordingly, her mom had to be pregnant either during or soon after the events of the first movie. More information about her sister is provided by the co-director David G. Derrick Jr., who also released the images for Moana 2. The character was partially inspired by the director's own daughter. In the first Moana, the value of family is one of the most endearing themes. While the main character is currently looking up to her elders and ancestors, she also has a younger person in the picture, so I imagine these themes will be even more important in Moana 2. Her sister will further connect Moana to Motunui by encouraging her to set an example for the younger generation.
Fix it! You were gone forever.
Viewers will get to know the crew members on board for the boat in her most recent adventure in addition to her younger sister. We're excited to meet Moni, Kele, and Loto, who will be traveling with Moana. In the upcoming film, Maui also runs into someone from his past who seems to be the newest threat. So Moana is not the only character adjusting to new faces. Despite being kept under wraps, the new antagonist of Moana 2 is already noticeably different from the lava monster from the first film, which is a relief. Even though the initial announcement of Moana 2 is exciting, there is always some anxiety associated with the sequel announcements. Because Moana is still a very popular Disney animated film, companies will occasionally include sequels when there isn't much space for them. When this occurs, the new film is frequently merely a rehashing of the previous story. Since it seems that Moana's adventure would be uncomfortably similar to her previous one, the original teaser for Moana 2 did little to suggest that it wouldn't be riding off the success of the original. This isn't the case, as the new villain from Moana 2 shows. Te Fiti, the antagonist of the previous film, was ultimately saved when Moana reminded her of her true nature. The antagonist in Moana 2, on the other hand, is a much more conventional Disney villain, appearing to be a god or demigod with the power to control lightning and storms. She has a more powerful personal grudge against Maui and his wandering companion, and she appears to be utterly evil. This completely new component should guarantee that Moana 2 is paving its own way. There is still much to discover about Moana 2's new antagonist. The antagonist is the storm of all storms, as Moana's voice actor auli'i hinted at D23 2024, and the trailer confirms this. In the trailer, Moana is struck by lightning and is later revealed that the only way to break a curse is to set foot on an island covered in storms. Although the exact nature of this curse is still unknown, it seems to have been carried out by this new storm villain who has the ability to control lightning, produce tornadoes, and cover herself in chaos. We only know her name, Matangi, and based on promotional artwork, she is dressed in a dark gown with a long cape and an orange collar that may be feathered. In addition, she has an orange and yellow hairpiece. The extra objects in the artwork, such as a bat, a blackbird, and giant clam, are especially intriguing. A brief but constrained glimpse of the villain, robed and elevated by bats and set against the backdrop of a full purple moon, was also provided in the trailer. In addition to having different abilities, they will be able to communicate with Moana and Maui, so there will undoubtedly be a lot of teasing and joking. Even though we don't know much about this evil figure or the origins of her enigmatic abilities, Moana 2's plot synopsis mentions that she sets out on her new journey after receiving an unexpected call from her way-finding ancestors. The legend of a cursed ancient island concealed in a storm was also revealed in the movie trailer. The lightning and purple-hued clouds resemble the ones that strike Moana's home of Motunui. There will probably be more trailers and TV commercials revealing more about Moana's journey and the male factor, Matangi, as the release date of Moana 2 draws near. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.